Today will mark 3 weeks since that deadly ambush in East Charlotte, where these 4 brave heroes were killed. They were members of a task force trying to serve warrants on a man wanted out of Lincoln County. The 4 fallen heroes have been remembered, especially this week during Police Week.
And today, Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department will honor their lives and service. Mary Calkins is live in Uptown with more on today's service. Mary?
That's right, Naya and Mary. Right now I'm in front of the Fallen Officer Memorial Statue. This is just across the street from CMPD headquarters. And I want to step out of the way so you can see this. There are 4 crosses, each representing one of the fallen officers killed in that terrible ambush. And just behind the gate is the Fallen Officer Memorial Statue. And you see a spot on the bottom. That is where Officer Eyer's name will be revealed later today. We know Police Chief Johnny Jennings, he and others will gather here to unveil the name engraved on the monument. Now, Officer Eyer was assigned to CMPD's North Tryon Division and had been on the force for 6 years. Chief Jennings is expected to lay a wreath at the memorial here later this morning, and immediately following there will be a procession from police headquarters to First Baptist Church on Davidson Street. Former Carolina Panthers defensive coordinator Steve Wilkes will speak, and the service will be live streamed at 10 a.m. Now, we do want to let you know that the Gold Line service will temporarily pause from 6 to 11 a.m. for today's ceremony and procession. A bus bridge will be in place from the Charlotte Transportation Center to Sunnyside Station. Davidson and McDowell Street stations will not be serviced. Now, of course, we will be here covering all of today's services, and we will bring you an update today live at noon. Reporting live from CMPD headquarters in Uptown Charlotte, Mary Calkins, WBTV, on your side.